Drones the size of small cars have been spotted over parts of New Jersey, alarming local residents.
People who've seen them want more concrete answers.
Is it safe? Is it not? I think that's mainly everybody's concern.
The drones are looking for gamma radiation because there's a missing nuke.
Hundreds. I see them every night.
And I've become very concerned. I don't understand what's going on. I think there's a bunch of different narratives. Some of them are very scary.
All right, guys, so we are on the road to New Jersey right now. We have about 3 hours left of our drive, and things are getting crazy. There's a lot of talk right now about possible nuclear or radioactive material going on in New Jersey, and people are suggesting that maybe that's what's behind all of this drone nonsense. Maybe the drones are looking for that missing nuclear material. I'm not exactly sure. My friend Omar, who has been covering this topic for several days now, is actually evacuating New Jersey as we speak because he's deathly terrified of all of that going on. Now, I'm not exactly sure what to believe here. I mean, we can't even trust our own government at this point. There is no sort of explanation from the FBI, political official, anybody to explain remotely what's going on at this very moment. But I figured that we come out and travel to New Jersey. Me and my buddy Chris are really going to try to get down to the nitty-gritty of things. We'll be interviewing people, we'll be checking things out, reviewing some footage, and...
Can we talk about the breaking news that happened today? You actually told me about this on the way here.
Yep.
They grounded all consumer personal drones, all personal aircraft, not allowed to fly over... do you know how big was that? If you want to talk about that.
I mean, the majority of New Jersey, you're not allowed to fly drones until, I think they said January 17th.
Yes, that's insane.
That is crazy.
That's a huge update.
Yeah, and
that's
they said that if they do see drones in the sky that they believe is a risk, they will shoot it down, essentially.
Yes.
So we brought our own drone because...
why not?
Why not, right? But anyways, if we do see any drones tonight after that sort of like warning or, statement from...
Yeah, the government of New Jersey.
The government itself, then some red flags are going to be raised, right?
One of the craziest parts about this is that New Jersey themselves took it into their own hands to do this. It was not a federal government thing. This was literally New Jersey saying, we don't want you flying your drones because we want to know what's going on. From what it sounds like, the state police are not getting any information at all from our own government. I mean, nobody really is, but I think they're really fed up. They're very frustrated, and they're really taking this into their own hands.
Yeah, guys, listen, I personally don't know what to think. If we're talking theories right now, I'd say the theory that I'm leaning towards most is that this is a massive cover-up for something. I'm not exactly sure what for. There's many theories surrounding this. There's Project Bluebeam. There is that these drones are coming from other countries and they're using them to spy on us. There's some that are even saying that they're coming from the ocean, potential aliens. But my theory is that this is some sort of cover-up for something much larger.
And to be completely honest with you, think about the United Healthcare CEO who was just
murdered.
You know what? Is that a cover-up for that? Is it a cover-up for that bill that didn't get passed through Congress yesterday? I'm not trying to get crazy conspiratorial talk, but...
am I saying that this is covering up for that? I don't know. But it's just really strange how things are going on in the world. Let me just tell you guys, 2024, the season finale is insane. We're almost there, but listen, there's a couple of days left. We're going to do our best to really try to get down to the nitty-gritty of things. So, yeah, I'm really curious as to what your theories are. Please let me know down in the comment section below. And get ready. Strap in, because tonight is going to be insane. This whole weekend is going to be crazy. So with that being said, see you guys soon.
Alright guys, so I just returned home from the drone crash site in Hillsborough County, New Jersey. But before I show you that footage, there are some things that we need to talk about to really get an understanding of everything that's going on. Even some breaking news, things that have just came out about 30 minutes ago of me recording this video. So strap in, get ready, this is insane. First, we have to talk about some of the biggest and most popular theories circulating this whole New Jersey drone saga. And the first one is that this is a massive cover-up for something much larger. What exactly, we're not sure yet, but maybe in the next couple of days we'll figure that out. The next one would be Project Bluebeam. Every single video that I made talking about the New Jersey drones, the most popular comments talk about Project Bluebeam, and it seems that this is a very popular theory in the community right now. And another theory that's genuinely just horrifying is the one circulating the nuclear material that has apparently went missing. So we'll cover that a little bit more in this video, but I want to talk about this new theory that people are talking about, and that is a possible 2025 lockdown. So take a look at this video that explains it a little bit more.
We got the drones, we got the orbs, we got an emergency White House briefings in the middle of the night. We have the bird flu with a state of emergency in California. And to top it all off, we have Russia, who just said they want to test our air defense systems by sending a few ballistic missiles over here and see what happens. So if there's any consolation to what we might see in 2025, a potential lockdown isn't that far-fetched. Whether it's with the illness, create another pandemic like the swine flu, or if it's war, or if it's drones, and they feel like they need to protect us from the drones or any foreign adversary, and they tell us to go in lockdown. And there's people who have been trying to say that as a theory, that with the government shutdown, Biden can relinquish the presidency over to Kamala. Then when Kamala has it, she can not let the inauguration happen until the country is safe enough for her to relinquish her power. So there's a lot of things up in the air, but it seems like we're in for one heck of a ride in 2025. We'll see.
Now, obviously, this is just speculation, a popular theory that a lot of people have, just like the other ones that I just mentioned. However, that's the scary part, is a lot of people are making these new theories and speculating all these things because we have no ease. We don't have any ease from our military, our government, our president, nobody. So what else do people do? They think, they theorize, and once more information comes out, people start looking at things like, well, that's starting to make a lot more sense. Now, I'm not exactly sure what to think and what I lean more towards. If I had to pick one of these, I would definitely say the one where there's some sort of cover-up going on. That's just the one I feel that makes the most sense. The nuclear stuff scares the ever-living hell out of me, but the thing that scares me the most is the fact that we're being treated like we're dumb. Like our own government is treating us like we are stupid. So let me know what your thoughts and theories are down in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious. Now keep in mind, these reports of drones have started as early as late November, and they've only increased as time went on. And even a New Jersey mayor has claimed that he still sees these drones every single night.
Mayor Ronald Jubin says sightings have been constant since mid-November.
Hundreds. I see them every night.
He's frustrated his town didn't make the list. Disappointed. He says there's a lack of transparency and communication.
No one reached out to watch on whether we thought that was relevant here.
The FAA, FBI, and Homeland Security have all said the majority of lights in the sky have been misidentified and that there's no threat to the public.
People are not convinced that it's safe. We need to gather more information.
They say there's nothing going on, but we're going to shut down airspace anyway. I don't get it.
The federal government has sent a drone detection system to New York and New Jersey. Governor Kathy Hochul saying these new restrictions are a precautionary measure, reiterating there are no threats.
It's one thing when these reports are coming from people in your city, your neighbors, your friends, your family, but it's another when it's coming from the mayor of your own city. Just freaky, but going from a mayor to a president is another story, and President-elect Donald Trump has chimed in and made his own statement regarding this whole New Jersey drone saga, and he even said that he canceled his plans of coming to New Jersey this weekend, and it's pretty crazy. That has obviously made some people feel some type of way, but regardless, another mayor in New Jersey has replied to this, and yeah, you know what? Let's just let the footage speak for itself. Take a look at this.
I did see that President Trump interview. He did say that our government knows. He did say our president knows.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows.
More than likely, President Trump knows, because I believe he receives the same exact briefings that the president does since he's president-elect. He also did say, which was cause for some concern, that he will not be in New Jersey this weekend. That really didn't make people here in New Jersey, feel very comfortable, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster, Want to know the truth?
Down?
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Does that make you feel comfortable? Because you're a mayor in New Jersey. When you're hearing the president-elect saying, I'm going to hold off on going to the state, what does that mean to you?
It's scary. Listen, our residents are scared. They're agitated. They're anxious. And they seek us. They seek the mayors. That's why those 500 mayors have all been rallying for truth and transparency. Because guess what? The average person is not getting to their congressman, is not getting to their U.S. senator, certainly not getting to any other official in state or federal government. They're coming to us. They're messaging us on social media. They're stopping us when we're walking around town. They want answers from us. And it's very difficult for us when we have to look at them in the face and say, we don't have the answers, but we're trying. We're trying to get answers from the state. We're not getting them.
Now, the biggest concern at the moment is regarding anything nuclear. Now, we got some sort of reports and statements recently about possible missing radioactive and nuclear material, and it was very vague. Nobody really knew what they were talking about, and immediately people are thinking nuclear bombs. Obviously, with the vague statements and claims that we received surrounding the nuclear material that has went missing, this isn't many people panicking. Many have came forward regarding the nuclear material, but to the most popular theory right now is that the drones are mapping the area in search of a nuclear warhead. Apparently, 80 nuclear warheads went missing in Ukraine. A military source says that he knows for a fact that one of the warheads was sent to America, hence the secrecy. They don't want people freaking out. Now, is this true? I don't know. However, I'm going to let this footage play and let me know what you think.
Hey everyone. My name is John Ferguson. I'm the CEO of Saxon Aerospace here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm not normally a TikTok kind of a guy. I like watching this stuff every once in a while. But I'm a manufacturer of unmanned aircraft, military-grade unmanned aircraft, as you can see one of my systems here. There's all of these mysterious drones going on off the East Coast, and as a professional, as a subject matter expert, I wanted to give you all my opinion on what I think could be going on with these drones. I don't particularly believe that these have a nefarious intent. I could be wrong, but I want to give you the truth and what I believe. It's my own opinion, and I've not bounced this off of anybody. So, if you think it's bullshit, whatever, that's cool. I don't want to spread misinformation, as we know that there's a lot of that going around. But anyway, back in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan had dismantled the nuclear program, and there were, with Russia, there were countless nuclear missiles that were disarmed and disposed of. Well, there were over 80, I believe. There were over 80 nuclear warheads that were in Ukraine that came up missing. Okay, we don't know where they are. Maybe somebody does, but nobody really knows where these are. And I speak with some pretty high-level government officials on this stuff, and it seems as though that is the case. So I spoke to a gentleman a few months ago who was trying to raise an alarm to the highest levels of our government, which they had their ears closed, about this one particular nuclear warhead that he physically put his hands on. He physically touched this warhead that was left over from Ukraine. And he knew that that thing was headed towards the United States. Okay? That is a very serious deal. And everyone knows that the United States government, this administration, is pushing to get into a war with Russia. We all know that. We all feel it. We all see it. Okay? Well, back up a few years. Do y'all remember when those drones were mysteriously flying across the Interstate 70 corridor from Colorado up into Nebraska, down here into Kansas, and out into Missouri? Well, it was believed that those drones were looking for radioactive material because there had been some material that come up missing here in the United States, and they felt like it was high probability that nuclear or the radioactive material would be taken along the Interstate 70 corridor heading east or west or south. So, from what we understand, they were out there trying to find this radioactive material.
Now, I'm not going to play that full clip because it's about 9 minutes long, but you get the idea. There's a lot of things going on right now, and when statements come out like this, it sends a lot of people panicking. Now, once again, there is no confirmation surrounding this. We're not really getting anything from our government, our military, nothing. So that's the scary part. And when people come forward and they claim they are this person and, you know, they work for this and they do this, you get the idea, right? It's really freaky. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, it freaks me out myself. And obviously I'm out here in New Jersey right now. I'm here with my friends, and we're more so kind of just trying to dig deeper into this. But at the same time, you do have to wonder about worst case scenario, and that is worst case scenario by far. And with that being said, apparently no one knows where these drones are coming from. No one knows who's behind them. Not our military, not our government, not even our president. But a U.S. Army soldier came forward and he made this statement regarding the drones, and he claims that he knows where they're coming from. As a matter of fact, he goes very in detail about it. So I'm going to let this footage play. Take a look at this.
Yeah, I will be speaking about the drones. All right, as you know, I'm in the Army, the military, whatever you gonna call it. Look, we are launching the drones up in the sky as of right now in New Jersey and stuff, in Texas, everywhere. Like, y'all don't gotta be afraid. Them are man-made drones, and we're doing the launching or whatever. Now, what you do have to be concerned of, my bad, my eye, but it's the orbs that's inside the sky that y'all see that's glowing and stuff, that's shooting down the drones and all that. That's not a part of us. Them are actually real life aliens. Like, aliens do exist. They're above and they're below us. Yes, they do exist. And 2025 there will be a lot more of exposing the truth. I can't say the reason why, but because it's already out here, so I can speak on this. Aliens are real, and we will have to evacuate sooner than later. But just be careful. Keep looking up in the sky at night. They only come at night. They will only come at night. I don't know the reason. I just know it's been investigated. Aliens are real, and we're trying to figure out why they're here visiting us right now. It's a lot going on within the United States. It's a lot of everything, but they're real. Be careful. Watch out. I don't know what to tell you or like where to go. But look, you just gotta you gotta be prepared. Like, I don't know, cause right now it's only like really calculating like the United States though. Like, probably go to an island or some shit. Look, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know where you gonna go. I don't know if you gonna survive. But hey, it is what it is. It's 2024. It's the end times. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Shit. We all gonna. You feel me? I can't say the word, but you feel me? We all gonna. You feel me? It is what it is, man. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, let me stop cussing on him. It's serious, man. Like, this situation is very serious, and like I try not to think on it, and I really didn't even want to speak about it, but we all should just pray and keep praying to God or whoever you believe in, and just have faith. That's all I can say.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I honestly don't know what to think. The gentleman seems very intelligent, and he seems as if he knows what he's talking about, but at the same time, I don't know what to think anymore. So let me know your thoughts on the video from this U.S. Army gentleman, and I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys think. And another thing, I did mention this earlier on in the video, but right before we left for this trip, the FAA placed a flight restriction on drones in several areas in New Jersey.
It's a little concerning that they basically said there's no public safety issue, but yet then right away they started banning airspace.
Mayor Tim Dougherty trying to understand why Morristown was not included in the FAA's temporary drone ban across New Jersey. Flights are restricted until January 17th over 22 towns and cities with critical infrastructure.
I would think that the airport that we know that the president-elect is going to be going into in the spring for his golf club down in Bedminster, that this would be an area they want to make sure was very secure.
Mayors in other towns say the choices seem random.
Looks like someone took darts or maybe just traced over top of the New Jersey Turnpike, certainly, as to where these FAA bans have been placed.
I think it's a joke. Belleville, New Jersey has among the most critical infrastructure in the state of New Jersey. And the fact that they're not here instituting a no-fly ban is ridiculous.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul says the FAA plans to grant temporary flight restrictions over some of her state's critical infrastructure sites as well. She calls the action purely precautionary. At the same time, the FAA is also warning people not to point lasers at planes, especially as we enter one of the busiest travel periods of the year.
I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. We brought our own drones and we figured, you know what, we'll risk our own drones. We don't care, because if there is a drone ban at the moment and we see some things in the sky and it's not on apps and websites like Flight Radar, Flight Tracker, we want to see what the hell it is, because now full-on red flags, right? But I will show you exactly what happened when we went to one of the drone crash sites, the one that was near the Lowe's. But before I do show you that, I've been asking you guys for your thoughts, theories, and also to send me some clips in that you want me to showcase in the future videos, or if you have your own. But the most popular clips that have been sent to me in the past couple of days have been from the recent Joe Rogan podcast. Now, I didn't watch this yet because a lot going on, but I figured that I react to this live. This specific clip right here, it even mentioned some of the stuff about nuclear materials. Now, I did read the comments underneath this post, and everyone was saying that the person that Joe was speaking to almost seems like he was sent in from the government to try and calm people down. There is no sort of proof as to regards to what he's saying, but it's almost as if he's just trying to tone things down a bit. Now, I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I didn't watch this yet. We're literally going to react to this live together right here. So, here we go.
You wanted to talk to me about this drone situation, and I've become very concerned. I don't understand what's going on. I think there's a bunch of different narratives. Some of them are very scary. The scariest one that I've heard is that the drones are looking for gamma radiation because there's a missing nuke.
Yeah, let's address that first.
Please.
So there has been a lot going on. I made a next post about this yesterday to try to assuage some fears. So
I saw it, but I purposely didn't read it because I wanted to get it from you.
Yeah. So, you know, I've had the privilege of interacting with a lot of government organizations over the past few years as I've been digging down this rabbit hole. Law enforcement at a federal level, DOD, executive branch, legislative branch, and some of the folks that I've come in contact with, they specifically work on weapons of mass destruction. Okay, so that's their job. So if there's a loose nuke in the United States, among other agencies, they would be some of the people that would be sitting in a skiff for 24 hours a day trying to figure out where it is and to go get it, right? So you can imagine that would be their number one priority, right? So I engage with these folks. I ask them, you know, what's the sense here? You know, people are kind of starting to panic a little bit, and this message is getting out there more and more broadly. And they assured me that's not the case, that there is not a loose nuke or other type of weapon of mass destruction that these objects, whatever they are pursuing right now. Otherwise, they would be working in a skiff nonstop to make that go away, that problem go away. So, you know, that's part of why I have a high confidence level that this is not a response to a massive imminent, you know, weapons of mass destruction threat on the eastern seaboard. So I just want to try to dispel that rumor right now. I've seen a lot of talk of that online. And I don't, you know, although this is I think a dangerous and scary situation that's going on right now, at least from that particular angle, that's not the indications I'm receiving.
So how would they persuaded you? Just by saying that's not the case? Or have they given you any information that leads to this conclusion? Like,
they would be the people actively working it, essentially, right? So,
and they're not.
They're not working it.
I don't. That's the thing, is like, that's such a bold statement and claim to make around such a serious situation. Obviously, people's biggest concern right now, even like Joe said earlier, but not really getting much apart from just like, yeah, you know, like, they'd be on it. If that was true, they would be on it. Personally, what I think the government, those people in general, just someone higher up should do to calm everyone down is to kind of just clear the air, or even just come forward and make any sort of statements. We're not really getting much, if anything at all. Personally, I cannot trust this gentleman, and there's a few reasons behind that. First and foremost is I just feel like we're being lied to about genuinely everything. We have gotten nothing but red flag after red flag after red flag, and honestly, I wouldn't blame anybody for not trusting the government in the slightest after this, for literally anything, the most minor thing at all. So that's my stance on this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But with all of this being said, all of this taken into consideration, we decided to come out here. Now, obviously, we're going to be out here for the next several days and nights, and we went out to the Lowe's in Hillsborough Township in New Jersey, and we actually talked to a whole bunch of people in the area, the Applebee's and the Plaza as well, and then we went on to kind of just walk around and really get a feel for what happened that night. And it's really strange because, you know what, I'm just gonna let the footage speak for itself. So take a look at this, and we'll see you guys later.
All right, guys, so we have arrived here in Hillsborough Township, and standing right behind me is the Lowe's, where the alleged crash site of the drone took place. Now, it was a very confusing time because some people were reporting that the drone crashed here. Some people claim that it crashed in the field back there, which is really strange, by the way, because there's a gate that's just wide open over there. Now, as you can see, conditions aren't optimal at the moment. You can't really see too much in the sky, so if we do see anything tonight, red flags, for sure. The first thing I want to show you is the original footage that was recorded surrounding the crash site here, the news coverage and everything, so take a look at that first.
A major response from authorities that could be related to an incident involving a drone. It is happening in Hillsborough, New Jersey. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini is live from that scene. Stephanie, obviously so much frustration about what is even happening in the skies above us, so this might be a big answer.
Yeah, Bianca, I talked to several people who tell us they heard a drone crash somewhere behind where I'm standing. We're working to get that information confirmed with officials. Our chopper has been flying over the area this morning. Here's some video. We're showing you that view from above. We're in a shopping plaza in Hillsborough, just off Route 206. First responders have been here all morning, including Hillsborough police, a lot of onlookers. I talked to one woman who says her concerns are growing, calling all the recent drone activity very bizarre. She says she heard the drone crash happened overnight here, but she says that she's seen several, what she believes are drones anyway, flying around her home. She says she lives not too far from where we're live right now. Now, we've reported on these drone concerns in New Jersey. Some experts have said the sightings could very well be lawfully manned aircrafts today. We're hearing from officials on Staten Island about the same topic. Take a listen.
You know, there's a saying that we had after 9/11, if you see something, say something. I think that's become, if you see something, don't worry about it, because we saw it too. And the people of Staten Island deserve answers. The people of this city and state and region deserve answers of what the heck is going on.
So we've heard from the FBI, and the FBI says there's no reason to believe that these recent possible drone sightings pose a national security threat. Now, in terms of what we're getting from local officials, we're being told we're going to get an update this afternoon at some point, Bianca, in terms of what they've been looking at here. Back to you inside.
Yeah, it's so interesting because they say it poses no threat, but they can't tell you what it is. So many questions surrounding this.
Questions.
Yeah, we'll stay on top.
Since then, many people have came to this exact location to try and interview people, to explore the area, see if they could find any sort of evidence or answers as to what happened that night. People came here and requested statements from the police, but the police declined and said they cannot give them any sort of information or statement. Since then, people have tried to contact Lowe's employees. However, the employees have stated that they cannot make any sort of comment about this because the police have warned them not to. Now, that raises many eyebrows because you immediately wonder, why are the police saying this? But people have also claimed that when they came here the night of the alleged drone crash, the morning after as well, that the police have told them to leave, that they're not allowed to be here. It wasn't ongoing investigation, I get that, but since then there has been a statement from the Hillsborough County Police. Now I'm going to read this to you because this is a little strange to me. So it says right here, incident type, suspicious incident, drone crash. Now it says exactly here, wooded area near the 315 route, which confirms that it is back there. So we could go over there and look around as well. Obviously it's been a few days since, so I doubt that there'll be anything there, especially since the police were there for several hours. But it says right here, on December 12, 2024 at 8:34 p.m., the Hillsborough Police Department responded to the parking lot for the report of a drone that crashed into a field. Hillsborough Police met with the reporting party who reported observing drones in the air and one striking the high-power tension lines. The reported party stated that the drone then crashed onto the field. So I'm assuming they're talking about these high-power power lines over here, over there. I mean, it crashed into one of those and then apparently landed in this field back here. Now, why would someone just make that up, right? And many people have claimed that they saw the exact same thing that night. Now, obviously it had to have crashed somewhere in this general area. For them to come out after that and say that nothing was found, there was literally no sort of like evidence that there was a drone here at all, is pretty crazy to me, because what did people see then? If it did hit something that crashed in this field, where did it go?
They shut this place down for almost a day.
What's up?
Walk with me for a second.
Okay. What's going on?
When I got right over here towards like all of this water, and this is not me trying to like grab for, you know, attention here or anything. I'm gonna write in my phone what I think that water smells like, because there's water right there in that. See that right there? When I got close to that water, it smelled like something. I'm gonna write what I think is in my phone. You do the same thing. You do the same thing. We'll all go independently over here.
All right, let's go take a look at this. Now, I do want to mention as well, guys, we have CJ's camper right there, and we have my truck right here. We're actually going to be camping out in this parking lot tonight to see if we capture anything. I know how stupid that sounds. We're trying our best. Anyways, you said right here?
Yeah, just smell around here. You don't have to smell the actual water, but.
Oh,
you're right.
Oh, wow.
See what I mean? I'm actually.
Can I just say it, or you want me to type it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody type it in your phone.
Oh my God! Hold on. Yeah.
Type a new note. This is what I got right here.
Hold on. I'm writing mine now.
I gotta write mine in my notes. My
Okay.
freaking hands.
Bro, that is strong. Okay, I'm ready when you guys are. 3, 2.
It might be different. Oh shoot! Sorry guys, I didn't match up. But I said chemicals.
Chemicals? I said kerosene.
I said kerosene. Legit.
No shit.
It's a distinct smell. Like,
yeah, I get very distinct.
My allergies
smell.
are kind of.
That's strong.
But you can
smell
it like bad.
Okay, let me show you guys something here. Chris, just turn the camera right over here. In the back over there, you see that Applebee's. We actually just had dinner there. First thing that happened when we entered the Applebee's is that we were recognized by some subscribers of the channel, which was awesome. Love to meet you guys. But then that drew in some more attention, and because of that, we got to talking with a lot of people in Applebee's. Everyone was talking about the drone sightings. Everyone saw them. They were even saying that they saw them earlier today, last night, and when you really put that into perspective, that's crazy. They saw them in this exact area, and hell, I mean, when you factor that in, okay, oh my God, that is strong. I don't know if now I'm like fixated on it and I smell it more now. That's crazy. But anywho, a lot of people were also saying that in this general area, there was a problem with water in general. People were actually genuinely scared to drink from the water. And
suspicious.
Very suspicious. There was apparently like a water shortage at Costco.
They shut the water off, and then They weren't letting people drink their own water in the house.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So I figured we'd go take a look over here real quick. So yeah, Chris, I gotta ask you, what do you think?
No, I truly think there's something happened here. And they say that the FBI came, again, you talked about the police report, right?
Yes.
The police report said nothing was found. But people on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, read the comments. The FBI was here. People said the FBI was 100% here. They were in and out. They found something. They're not going to tell us they found something. Why would they do that?
And the people here are very upset because they believe that there's a lot that's not being said.
Yes. And the local people are going to know what's going on. People talk. Word of mouth travels very fast in a small town like this. Same rocket science, guys.
Yeah. So.
But look at one more thing quick. They found something. I'm not saying they found an alien UFO. They could have found a DJI drone, but they found something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so a lot going on. A lot going on here. Now, I really do wish that conditions were a little bit more optimal for what we're looking for, but maybe it's a good thing, because maybe if we do see something in the sky, then that, clarifies everything. Chris, I also noticed, by the way, this gate was wide open when we got here.
Yeah.
And there's some zip ties on the...
They're not mine. I didn't put those there.
You don't seem like a zip tie kind of guy.
I'm surprised.
So
That's all water, right? Oh, so there's water running through.
So allegedly, the crash was in this general area here, especially, well, you think if it hit one of those, or even those, it spun out, landed out here somewhere.
That's the thing too, like the older DJI drones, when flown around power lines, did crash. I'm not saying those specifically. Maybe it was a military drone. Again, radio frequencies traveling around these EMF lines. It could have happened. It could have been just because a government drone flew too close. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
So maybe they were retrieving their own equipment. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. So, and, the more we talk about it, the more things just get... What'd you see?
I swear I just saw something in the sky. And it was weird. It moved quick. I don't know what it was. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled tonight. There's headlights there, but it was right above the pole lights. There's something small.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. I don't know if they would be flying this low, though. That's the thing.
Now, we have to talk about the biggest concern that people have at the moment, and that is nuclear/radioactive material. The reason people are concerned about this is because of a report that late November, early December, there was missing radioactive material, nuclear material. People were, wondering if it was a bomb. People are wondering exactly what it is, and honestly, we still don't know. We're not getting a clear-cut answer as to what is missing and what's really going on. But people have came out since and have claimed that the drones are flying so low because they're actually looking for that nuclear material. So what do you think about that, Chris?
Based on things, people that have talked about it that sound like they know what they're talking about, I don't think that's possible.
Okay.
I don't actually think that could happen. Like, I don't think they're capable of doing that.
The drones?
Yeah, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. I don't know everything.
Yeah, true. So. That's the thing, I guess. That's why theories are here. If you guys have any theories of your own, please let us know down below. We're kind of here just looking, right? And I mean, I doubt we'll come across literally.
This is actually kind of cool though. So when you point your flashlight in the snow, like back on this side, you can actually see impressions really good in the grass. So we can use our cameras with flashlights to see if there were any impressions in the weeds and or.
Very true.
I'm just saying, this is kind of interesting that we can see so well with your flashlight.
You're not wrong.
Something to keep in mind.
The thing is too, now that I look at it, these aren't very tall, these power lines here. So
30, 40 feet.
if a drone did hit that, then it was flying very low. Which makes you wonder.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, truly. But no, 100%, but we're talking about how high drones could actually go.
400 meters.
Yeah. Now, these conditions are not optimal. However, these drones that have been flying in the air recently have been in the air for 6 to 8 hours at a time sometimes. And I don't know if you guys have ever flown a drone before, but we have a drone that's about $2,000. It could be in the air at most on a beautiful day for about 45 minutes. And that's if we're lucky. Now, if we're talking conditions like these, you are lucky to scratch 15 minutes, right? Whatever the hell is flying in the air for 6, 7, 8 hours at a time is strong, is expensive, and probably is owned by somebody very powerful. Just putting that out. So it is a little suspicious, in my opinion, when, our government is telling us, hey, we have no idea what it is. It's nothing to worry about. However, if you do see a drone on the floor, call the hazmat team, call bomb squad, stay away. little strange. Little strange. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody. However, I just want to keep an open mind because, truly speaking, this has been going on for almost 3 weeks now. No answers. And our president's not giving us answers. President-elect doesn't have an answer. So, and if the people who are running this country don't have an answer, then what is going on? So I don't know. I don't know. The biggest theories right now that we're looking at is Project Bluebeam. We're looking at that these drones are coming from other countries. Some people are even saying that these drones are coming from the water. I've heard some stuff about that too. We were debating on going to where they've been reported seeing coming out of the water. So we'll see if we'll do that tomorrow. Obviously conditions will vary on that. But so far, I'm not exactly sure. Chris, what's your biggest theory on everything?
Something that we don't know what it is. Something unknown coming from our oceans. Truthfully, I truly believe that.
Okay.
Call me what you want.
Well, you think about it, what is it, like 75, 80% of our ocean hasn't been explored yet?
Yeah.
Not only that, but then everything else.
The interviews and things I've listened to, recorded pilots going on record saying they're seeing these objects move at up to thousands of miles per hour, like snapping their fingers and just taking off. That's not human technology.
The size of SUVs and cars and
making these turns at 2, 3, 4 Gs.
Yeah, bro.
Airplanes can't do that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, when they're not showing up on flight radar or anything and flight tracker, so it's a little suspicious. Hey.
What did you see?
Straight up there. In the sky, I saw like a white light. Hold on.
Sorry, I don't know if the camera picked it up.
I mean, it could be a plane. I don't want to sit here and say anything, but every light that I do see tonight, because of conditions, I'm going to take very heavily into consideration that it could be something unknown.
Yeah.
So,
another thing to consider too is if a drone did crash behind you, how are you going to find it in there? Look at how thick that brush is.
It is thick.
No, that's really thick, and that goes thousands of feet.
And that's the thing, we don't know.
A couple acres of brush here.
Yeah, we don't know the exact spot where it crashed because, well, they're not going to just tell you that. But at the same time, when we asked everyone at Applebee's, some people are actually upset because they're like, we're not being told anything. And they're like, whatever we are being told, we don't believe. Like, they almost feel like whatever's being put up as a front.
They lost trust, yeah. They don't trust powers that be.
I mean, hell, I feel that same way towards our own government at this point.
Yeah.
Like, what do you really believe? But, guys, we're going to be out here for the next several days, and we're going to be documenting, recording everything. So, hopefully maybe tomorrow or the day after, the conditions are a little bit better. We'll be all over New Jersey. We might even hit some neighboring states. So if anything else does come out, any sort of breaking news or new sightings, we will be there on top of it. But, yeah, we'll keep you updated. We'll keep the cameras rolling in case...
What was that?
But listen.
It's like a weird rumble.
All right. I don't know. Well, let's go warm up a little bit and then,
Yeah.
You can hear it right now. There's an aircraft in the sky.
Very loud. I have flight radar open. I mean, we're not hiding our location, literally, Hillsborough right here. The closest plane right there, I mean, I can't, distance-wise, is there a scale on this? I mean, they're heading to New York, but that's pretty far from us. There's nothing really, close enough to be making a noise that loud, in my opinion. Not an expert, just my thoughts, so I'll screenshot this.
You can hear it in the sky.
It's just sitting there. It's literally just it's not getting louder or quieter. It's just there.
I'm just kind of hoping maybe we'll see some sort of light indicating where the hell it is.
Yeah.
This is so strange. There were many moments throughout the night where aircraft would be heard from the skies. Unfortunately, we would not be able to see anything because of the thick clouds, the snow, just the conditions were really rough. However, we would check websites such as Flight Tracker, Flight Radar, and there would be no aircraft that was reported in the sky, no military, no commercial flights, nothing. So clearly there was something in the sky. And if we do talk about conditions, we do know things such as these drones are... Normal drones are not built for these conditions. I talk about it all the time, but your $2,000 DJI drone will only last about 45 minutes max in
beautiful conditions. When you take in consideration really cold temperatures, windy weather, it won't last very long. And when you put everything in a perspective, what's in the sky, and I mean from times of like 6 to 8 hours sometimes, what's really going on? Now guys, we're going to be out here for the next several days recording, continuously tracking down what the hell is going on out here, because one thing's for sure, you cannot turn on your TV, you cannot go on social media without seeing something about these New Jersey drones. It's everywhere. And with that being said, there's also a lot that's not being shown. And that's what we're trying to get down to the nitty-gritty and do. Tomorrow we're having plans on going out to the water where people are purported seeing these drones come out from or head down into. Do I believe this in myself? I'm not exactly sure, but some of the clips surrounding it are pretty weird and crazy. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you do not miss my future videos surrounding these New Jersey drones. It's getting crazy. We'll see you guys in the next video.